So I'm going to show you how we turn this into this. We love space planning, so we were really excited when our client came to us wanting to finish their basement and turn it into a garden apartment. As always, let's start with the floor plan. So first, for context, at the front of the home, grade is a lot higher than the back of the home. So that means the terrain is a lot higher at the front of the house than the back of the house. We have an alley at the back of their house. So this side of the basement, which we don't have drafted, is actually the garage. You can drive around the block, down grade, and then come in through the back and park their car in here. Normally they come into the basement here. There is a door into a utility closet. This is the door into the garage portion of the basement, and this is the rear entry from the garden. There's windows on this wall here. There are windows on this end. There is one step right here that we had to work around for the new floor plan. This is the new floor plan. They now use this as an in-law suite. So over here, they still enter from the kitchen, but we added a door here for some privacy. Over here is a full bath. So we have a stand-up shower, a console sink, toilet, and in this closet is a supplementary water heater. We left this window where it is, and we have a pocket door here to save some space. If you continue through the apartment, there is a kitchen over here. We left this window where it is. Sink is in front of that window. Over here is a corner banquette, table and chairs. Over in this living area, we have a closet. There's a desk here in case they want to work from home. On this wall is a Murphy bed, and you can see the dash line, so we're showing the footprint of the Murphy bed when it's in use. Here we propose a love seat and an accent chair, but they actually ended up going with a sectional. You'll see that in the after photos. Over here is a media console, and in this corner is a sump pump that we had to be a little bit creative with. So this is the main living area. So this is the old photo, so you can see the large windows here. This is the same wall of windows over here, media console, and then in the back, this is where the sump pump is. There is framing around it, and then there's a quartz top, and they actually have plants here. So it's very intentional, and you would never know there's a sump pump in there, and they can easily access it if they need to. This is the living room with the Murphy bed closed, and this is when you open up the Murphy bed. This is their new kitchen. So you can see this window here is the same window up here. In the floor plan, you can see the appliances are actually flipped. Basements, ventilation, that can all get really complicated. So sometimes the proposed design is not what ends up being in the final. That is a very realistic thing that happens in construction. Since they wanted to save some space here, they went with some smaller appliances in some cases, like this 18-inch dishwasher. This is the bathroom. You can already tell our client is not afraid of color. Console sink. Across from the console sink, you can see in the reflection is a stand-up shower. It doesn't even feel like a basement.